Tata program organized the 2024 edition of the Tata Partners Meet. It was one of the largest events ITP has organized with more than 260 participants. We had, besides, of course, researchers, we had practitioners on the ground, we had policymakers, we had donors and philanthropists, and we also had media fellows. This is a unique workshop where uh, the focus is on practical, actionable items, not so much on theory. And therefore, it's not surprising that it's dominated by practitioners, but also dominated by youngsters. This is an opportunity for youngsters to use this platform to share some of the work in progress and get feedback and inputs on what kind of policy research would be useful for people who are actually implementing on the ground. This year's workshop was focused around four thematic areas, and in each of them, we had anywhere between 4 and 5 sessions. Now, each session focused on one particular aspect which was relevant for policy, and then tried to answer questions on what can policymakers do to make the lives of farmers and other stakeholders on the ground better. We had sessions on the water, energy, and livelihoods nexus, where a lot of the discussion was around um, sustainable and equitable expansion of renewable energy applications in agriculture, but also government's efforts to increase farm power access for farmers. The second theme focused on prosperity of smallholder farmers. We have the world's largest number of smallholder farmers, and most of the sessions were focused on how to increase their incomes and improve their livelihoods in a way that makes smallholder agriculture an aspirational occupation. The third theme focused on water risks and water productivity, which are becoming increasingly critical, especially in the context of climate change. And the fourth track focused on new areas which ITP can take up for research in the coming months and years. And that included the discussion on Government of India's Jal Jeevan Mission, the increasing inequities that are now evident in India's municipal water management, but also a recurring theme for ITP, which is water and climate resilience in the Himalayas. Now, all these discussions will lead to some academic outputs, but more importantly, they will also lead to action programs on the ground. We will take some of the ideas that were discussed in this workshop and try them on the ground through the network of partners that we work with, who are also working with the Tata Trust. So we hope that some of the recommendations and the deliberations will get converted into action, because that's the motto of Tata program, converting science into policy action.